Oftentimes we receive inquiries from individuals who are hurt in car accidents, and they will readily admit that they weren't wearing a seatbelt, and they just think that they have no claim, no ability to pursue a claim or recover for their injuries, when in fact they have every right to pursue a claim, even if you're not wearing a seatbelt. There is a law here in Massachusetts that requires anyone on the roadway to be wearing a seatbelt. However, the penalty for that is simply a civil infraction. You may get a ticket, $25 ticket, by a police officer if you're pulled over. However, if you're injured in an accident due to someone else's fault or negligence, if you're not wearing a seatbelt, you absolutely have the ability to recover for your injuries. And oftentimes when people ask questions about that, or they're searching online to get an answer for that, the law automatically comes up, which is a requirement to wear the seatbelt. But again, that is something that's in place for safety, to keep people safe, to try to convince them as best the government can on some level to wear a seatbelt. However, again, when you're injured in an accident and it's someone else's fault, you absolutely can pursue your claim. You can recover for all of your damages. The fact that you weren't wearing a seatbelt is actually inadmissible in a civil lawsuit or claim. To the extent that the insurance company or their lawyers want to try to use that fact that maybe you were more injured or more severely injured for not wearing a seatbelt, they have a right to try to bring that evidence in, but they're required to use an expert to do that. So the real short answer to everything that I've just informed you of is absolutely. If you've been injured in an accident and you weren't wearing your seatbelt, reach out to an attorney, talk through the case. You have every right to pursue that claim, be compensated for your injuries, and we should expect as lawyers some fight or some battle over the seatbelt. But again, it's simply not admissible in court without some expert to substantiate why your injuries are worse or why the person was injured because they weren't wearing a seatbelt. So if you're injured, pursue that claim, reach out to an attorney, contact us here at Mazow McCullough here in Salem, Massachusetts.